Well, ladies and gentlemen, how are you? We will be watching little horror movies, a couple of horror clips. Let's see how scary these horror clips are. Huh? Let's see how scary these horror clips are. Lily, Jasmine, can you hear me? Guys, can you hear me? Let me know if you guys can hear me, because I'm doing a new setup. You guys can see me, right? I hope you guys can see me. I'm up here somewhere. I'm in a little corner.
Around 12 a.m., a man named Jacob wakes up to a strange noise outside his room. Trembling with fear, he gets out of bed and encounters something that leaves him extremely unnerved. Now, not too long ago, I featured a video from Jacob, who you may remember as the man who inherited an old house and a creepy clown doll that both belonged to his grandmother.
Hey, yo!
The
That is some creepy clown. That is a creepy clown. That is the creepiest clown ever. Yo, nah.
clown
I
doll,
would have
known as
nightmares.
Jeffrey, scares him.
I would have nightmares if I had to sleep in the same room with that clown.
Because of this, he keeps Jeffrey locked up in a separate room away from him. But then one night, something happens that spooks Jacob out of his mind. It's close to midnight when a loud bang wakes him up. He hears a couple more noises before suddenly realizing that the sounds are coming from the room next to his where the clown doll was put. What happens next scares the living daylights out of him. Take a look.
I just heard banging.
Time out. Time out. Is no one gonna talk about how dirty those walls are? Those walls are filthy. I mean, filthy. Absolutely filthy. This guy looks like he. They look like they have mold, like water spot damage. Ugh. The doors are cracked. Bro, you gotta put in a logo, bro. You gotta find a light on, bro. You might be the smoke, bro. Hey, yo! Dude,
As
yo, I
Jacob
got
checks
goosebumps, bro. That clown said, yo, do you mind, bro? I'm having a little me time here, bro. I need a little privacy. Clown said I need a little privacy. Do you mind, bro?
The room where the sounds were coming from, a loud noise is heard from downstairs. He looks nervously down the staircase when suddenly the sound of footsteps going up the stairs is heard. Yet, as he looks closely, no one appears to be there. He then quickly turns around to see the door opening slowly, showing Jeffrey, whose head is now in a different position. Initially seen facing the wall, the clown is now staring at the door. Jacob quickly ends the video here and locks himself in his room until the following morning. After this night, he was absolutely certain that Jeffrey was haunted.
Bro, I would never, ever sleep there again, bro. One time only, bro. And not even that, bro. After seeing that, bro, my ass is gone, bro. I'm gone. I'm packing my bags. I don't care if I have to sleep in the police station for the night, bro. Shoot, I ain't staying with that creepy ass clown, bro. That's the diddler. That's the original diddler.
Afraid it might happen again or something worse may occur, he decides to move Jeffrey into the basement.
Another update. I think I'm definitely going to be moving Jeffrey. Like, with whatever happened last night, I don't want him near me. I'm going to be putting him in the basement, so I'm going to follow up. This is the results so far. I'm going to leave him here for now, but I think I'm going to put a camera here. Jeffrey's still here, so we're gonna see if there's anything I miss.
Now, unlike before, Jacob will keep an eye on Jeffrey by placing a security camera in front of him. If anything happens, he'll be notified immediately via a notification sent by the camera. Fast forward to a few nights later, and he's notified of movement inside the basement. He checks the camera's live feed and sees that the camera is moving side to side. Now, this didn't alarm him, as he forgot that the heater on which the camera was placed on top has a timer that turns it on and makes it oscillate. The heater had simply turned on during this time. But as he continues to watch, something happens that terrifies him to his core. Watch. As the camera oscillates from side to side, the clown's arm eerily moves on its own. Seconds later, the light bulb blows out in a loud explosion, making the basement completely dark. Following that, a strange voice is heard whispering something that's hard to make out. Not much else happens after this, but everything that happened before was enough for Jacob to decide that Jeffrey should remain locked up in the basement. Jeffrey continues to be recorded in case he moves again. For now, no further updates have been posted by Jacob, but until then,
Bro, that creepy ass clown gonna kill you, bro.
this video remains a mystery. This next video comes from a man whose entire home is filled with Bibles and other religious artifacts that he worships on the daily. If he's not praying, then he's most likely sitting at his piano playing a song with verses from the Bible. Pretty much everything he has or does in this apartment is based on something religious. Now, you might be thinking that this man is simply devoted to his religion. While that's partly true, the main reason as to why he prays a lot has to do with something completely different. As it turns out, this man has been experiencing strange happenings in his home. Ever since visiting his father's gravesite at the cemetery, he can't shake the feeling that something has followed him home. Whatever it might be, he's deeply afraid of it. For this reason, he's been praying and singing religious songs more so than usual as an attempt to get rid of the evil entity that now lives in his home. One day, while taking a nap, he wakes up to a loud noise in the living room. He grabs his phone and records this.
Bueno, estoy grabando este video porque Estoy tratando de dormir, pero acabo de escuchar un golpe duro por allá en la sala, entonces decidí grabar porque hace días que se viene presentando cosas extrañas en el apartamento. Son las 4:13 de la tarde, entonces me parece muy extraño que hasta ahora están sucediendo como cosas raras. Entonces, comedor.
What's happening, Truth? We're here watching a little bit of spooky videos. Some look fake, some look real. It is what it is, man.
Miren, es en el comedor.
What are your thoughts on the supernatural, the ghosts, and whatnot? Have you had an experience with the undead?
Tengo las ventanas cerradas.
Undead.
Cerradas, miren.
If you're undead, that means you're alive.
Esto viene sucediendo hace como una semana ya. Pues la verdad se me hace muy extraño. Se me hace muy extraño que estén pasando cosas así.
Feeling slightly unnerved, the man sees a set of eating utensils swaying side to side as though a strong breeze had passed by. But as the man points out, all windows are closed shut. Naturally, he was stricken with fear, but not as much as the next incident, as what happens then leaves him terribly shaken up. A few days after this occurrence, the man uploads a video in which he appears to be much as the next incident, as what happens then leaves him terribly shaken up. A few days after this occurrence, the man uploads a video in which he appears to be deeply distressed. Watch.
That is crazy, bro. The ghost be haunting you at like 1:45 in the morning, bro. He don't leave. He don't let you sleep, bro. Oh, it's 1:45 p.m. Bro, what are you doing at 1:45 p.m. trying to sleep, bro? I'd be out. Shouldn't you be out working?
En el nombre de Jesús te ordeno que te vayas. En el nombre de Jesús ordeno que te vayas.
Oh yeah, that's gonna work. Yeah, that's gonna work. That's gonna work. You're gonna tell the ghost, in the name of Jesus, I order you to leave. The ghost ain't gonna listen to you, boy.
No tienes derecho de estar aquí. Ordeno que te vas.
Bro, you should be smart. Pick up the guitar, jam with the ghost, bro. Jam with him, bro.
Ordeno que te vas en el nombre de Jesús.
Oh, you're just gonna piss off the ghost? I'm telling you, you're just gonna piss it off. What a pussy. Why you afraid, bro? Don't be afraid. He just wants to jam with you, bro.
Appearing to be fed up with the supposed spirit, the man tells the spirit to leave at once. But after having done so, a piano key is seemingly pressed by an unseen force. The man quickly rushes out of the room in a panic frenzy. It was now clear to him that something was provoking him. But as if that wasn't obvious enough, 4 days later, this happens. It's 3 in the morning when the man and his girlfriend, who was staying the night, wake up to strange noises.
Escucha, escucha. Sí, amor, sí, se escucha. Es en la sala. Sí. Escucha, escucha. Esta vez no estoy solo, esta vez estoy con mi novia que por fin decidió venir a acompañarme, pues estaba asustada debido a todas estas cosas que están pasando. ¿Dónde es eso, amor? La cocina. ¿Qué fue eso?
Bro, the ghost just wants a glass of milk, bro. Let the poor ghost grab some milk, bro. He just needs some milk.
Yo voy a mirar.
I'll take a look. Oof.
¿Qué es aquí, amor? ¿Qué es aquí?
Brother, you cooked.
Señor bendito. Amor, quédese acá, quédese acá. Yo voy solo, amor. No, yo voy. Prende la luz, prende la luz. Se ve todo tranquilo por acá. En el nombre de Jesús, manifiéstate.
Bro, don't provoke the ghost, bro. You out here acting stupid, provoking the ghost. The ghost is gonna haunt you. Just leave it alone, bro.
En el nombre de Jesús, manifiéstate. Vaya para el cuarto, amor. ¿Qué fue eso? ¿Estás viendo, amor? ¿Estás viendo? Es en la cocina, amor. Cuidado con la cocina. Manifiéstate en el nombre de Jesús. Te ordeno que te manifiestes. ¿Qué sonó así ahorita, amor? La cocina.
Man, you're playing with the wrong. You're playing with the wrong one, bro.
Mierda. Mira, amor, mira. Las quieren mentiras, amor. Es un vaso. Es un vaso. Y mira, todos los cajones están abiertos. ¿Qué es lo que pasa aquí, Dios mío? Amor.
Strangely, the wind chimes move on their own, and the kitchen appears to be ransacked. Yet according to the man, no signs of forced entry were seen anywhere in the house. Further adding to the strangeness, the man says that his girlfriend felt very ill only minutes after this incident. Whether or not this had something to do with her sudden illness is unknown. But considering what happened only days later, the man can't help but think that the spirit was responsible for this. It's late at night, and the man is once again woken up by mysterious noises when this is captured.
You're playing with the wrong one, bro. Keep playing. Keep playing, bro.
Without warning, the sound of footsteps charging at full throttle can be heard heading towards the man before being attacked by an unseen presence. Scared stiff, the man stands in silence while trying to process what just happened. He then picks up his phone and ends the video here. Although undoubtedly strange, viewers find it stranger that the man doesn't turn on the lights in most of these incidents. But the reason for this, according to him, is that the lights for most of the rooms are located at the main entrance, which he stays away from, as he's too scared to approach. Whether ghost or not, the man continues to pray and read passages from the Bible in the hopes that doing so would get rid of the strange presence that haunts him. Of 2023, a woman named Nancy Malkin had a very strange encounter with something in her child's bedroom. Nancy says that the reason she had went up to her son's bedroom in the first place was because she saw something quite unusual on the security camera that's placed in his room. She had woken up from a nap before looking over at the camera's live feed and seeing a strange orb flying around her son's toys. It would seem to zip around in a strange way and react to objects it touched as though it had a mind of its own. Now, Nancy had been looking at this orb for quite some time. More than 5 minutes have passed since initially spotting the mysterious orb, and still, it continued to float around in the same spot. Now, curious as to what exactly was being caught on camera, she walks over to her son's room, but strangely finds nothing there. Nothing visible could be seen with her naked eye, but on camera, she could still see the ball of light floating around the same spot. In this short clip, Nancy's observing the orb via the security camera's live feed on her phone. Mind you, that without the phone, she can't see anything in person. While looking at the live feed, she sees the ball of light moving frenetically. Watch.
Hey, yo, what the? That is crazy.
Now at one point, Nancy starts to communicate with the orb. She tells it to touch her hand when something pretty interesting happens. The orb quickly moves away from her hand as though she had scared it. Nancy decides to leave this mysterious orb alone and call it a day. The orb continues to fly around the same spot even after she goes. But only minutes later, after rechecking the camera, the orb is no longer there. It had simply vanished. Ever since recording this, the orb hasn't shown itself again. Nancy believes that this mysterious orb might have been the spirit of a child as it kept floating around her son's toys. Perhaps it just wanted to play with them, as Nancy states. But whatever it might have been, she claims that this mysterious orb was intelligent as it responded to everything she did. To this day, she still questions what this ball of light was doing inside her son's bedroom. No one else is home when this is captured.
Hej, ogólnie to od jakiegoś czasu cały czas coś, właśnie takie dziwne hałasy.
Hey, yo.
Ja pierdolę, co to? Jak? Co to?
The ghost got a little tipsy. I peeped that bottle. Bro, you just did not open that door like you FBI, bro.
What the f***?
Oh, hell no.
Mysteriously, the bathroom faucet is left running as though someone or something had turned it on. The man shuts it off while seeming confused as to how it turned on by itself. He heads back to his room when eerily the light switch, which he just turned on, is immediately turned off. It seems that whoever or whatever was on the other end of the hall had switched off the light. Now this wouldn't be the end of it, as only a few nights later, something just as creepy happens. It's nighttime when the man recording hears banging noises outside his door. With his heart pounding in his ears, he records this.
Nie, ja pierdol...
The ghost be taking a shower, bro. The ghost out here soaping his butt, bro. Taking a shower, bro. Just let it be, bro.
Co jest, kurwa?
Like something straight out of a horror movie, the man peeks out from his bedroom, peering into the darkness of the hallway to see if anyone's there. Finding nobody inside the bathroom, the man quickly walks back to his room, but stops in his tracks upon noticing the sudden mess in the kitchen. Appearing as though a massive earthquake had struck the place, the man runs back into his room in full terror before ending the video. What happened that night has left him shaken up. It's unknown if the man continues to live inside the apartment, as no updates or new videos have been posted. But as with most videos, I'll let you come up with your own conclusions.
That's definitely
Is something living inside this man's apartment? Or might there be an explanation for all that's happened?
Definitely cap.
It just so happens that this particular incident took place during an all-nighter, where around 5 in the morning, a strange noise is heard in the kitchen. The two usually play in the living room, so the noise was close by when it happened. The boys thought it was a family member who was grabbing a morning snack, so they shrugged it off and didn't think much of it. But later on, something happens that grabs their full attention and prompts them to end the live stream immediately. While playing in the dark, this happens.
Oh, hijo, dale. Cierra la cola, no, va la cola. Dale. ¿Qué es esto? Fíjate si hay un niñito por ahí. ¿Qué va? Anda a cerrar. Mirá, exacto, mira. Iba a cerrar, imbécil. Las 5 ya son. Las 5 ya son.
Hey, yo! That chair went.
At first, the fridge door seemingly opens on its own, as though someone had gone over to grab a snack. At least that's what the two boys thought, considering that one of them has a brother who wakes up around this time to cook something up. Thinking that he left the fridge door open by accident, one of them gets up to close it. But as they walk back, this happens. A chair swiftly moves on its own by more than a few inches, causing both friends to freeze in their tracks. It was at this point that they both knew that something unexplainable had occurred, something supernatural.
They were not alone.
Viewers believe so too, but as always, I'll let you be the judge on that. But even so, this video continues to unsettle viewers. Those who've seen it, which very few have, can't seem to explain what was captured. In it, a woman is seen dancing by herself at her party when suddenly something in the background is caught on camera. This is what was caught.
Hey, yo, where do you go? Oh, snap.
Strangely, a small child just disappears while climbing up the stairs. It happens quickly, almost too quickly that it seems like something ghostly was caught on tape. But even stranger is that no children were present at the party, or at least that's what the person who took this video claims. If no children had been there, then who was this? But most importantly, how exactly did they vanish in just a matter of seconds? Like most videos, there has yet to be a definitive answer to this question. It was nothing more than just random footage of a man leaving his home. While it may seem like that, it's what happens later that left him and his family completely unnerved. Now, this footage was posted by the man's wife, who's known as Lisa Miller. Both she and her husband have a small family that live in the suburbs. But this small family was recently made smaller, as Lisa had just lost her father. It isn't clear as to how he passed, but she'll always remember him for whistling all the time. As Lisa mentions, he would always tell her to whistle if she ever needed him. Although she can't do that now, this recording has shown her that she doesn't have to. According to Lisa, it appears that he hasn't left. This is what was caught.
Hey, yo.
The sound of someone whistling is heard clear as day on camera. Despite being quite loud, it appears that Lisa's husband didn't hear the whistle, but whether he had heard it or not doesn't matter to Lisa. The camera had caught it, and that alone has given her sufficient evidence to believe that her father is still here. Although she has yet to come up with an explanation, she prefers not to, as what was captured has helped her grieve over his death. So then, just who or what had whistled? On the night of September 2nd of 2020, a father walks into his daughter's room to see if she's okay. It was just then that he heard her screaming for help. Naturally, he runs over to check on her, but when he gets there, this happens.
Oh my God! What's the matter? I just want to sleep with you now.
Something had clearly terrified his daughter. Although initially thinking that perhaps this might have been a night terror she was having, her parents couldn't shake the feeling that something real had scared her. Never had they ever seen their child this terrified. So, out of curiosity, they checked the footage taken from that night to see if anything odd stands out. At first glance, nothing obvious catches their attention, but after looking closely, they see it. Either someone or something had been inside their daughter's room.
Oh my God! What's the matter?
Now, it's hard to see where this mysterious figure is at, but according to the mother, it appears at her bedside. A face, presumably that of a woman's, appears for a few seconds before disappearing.
Frame by frame, and that face right there is what popped up. But here is a close-up. Right there, you can clearly see the lips, the teeth.
There's nothing there. Oh my God, these people seeing things that just isn't there.
The nose, the eye, the eyebrow, and like hair. You can't tell me that that's not a face.
The parents believe that this had been the reason why their child was afraid. Now, it's a bit hard to see at first, but a face can somewhat be made out. Although recorded a few years ago, they still
Where's
can't.
that face? face, bro. There's nothing there.
Explain what appeared in this
Bro,
footage.
people are crazy.
To this day, this video continues to baffle them.
Yo, people, throw a thumbs up if you actually saw a face in there, bro. Cause I ain't see shit. I ain't see nothing, bro. Throw a thumbs up if you actually saw something in there.
Now this next video comes from Brenna Logan, who states that her sister had once worked at a children's center where something very strange happened. According to her, the center was a place for kids of all ages, including those who like to play music. It was pretty much a mix between a music school and a daycare center, which not many children went to for a couple of reasons. But the biggest reason was that they were scared. Children would often tell workers that a really mean guy was inside the play tunnel for kids. But of course, no one would be there. Other times, daycare staff would find toys misplaced even though no one had been inside. Now eventually the daycare had shut down when COVID hit, but during this time, the owners had set up cameras to watch over the place in case anyone tried to break in. Although no one did, they did capture something that has left them pretty spooked. The following is their footage. Watch.
Bro, that looks like a rat, bro. Tell me that don't look like a rat.
It now makes sense as to why not many kids wanted to come here. From things moving on their own, to a strange white ball moving with a mind of its own, this place, as employees claim, is haunted. Now regardless of the video, Brenna's sister firmly believes this. She no longer works there, but still vividly remembers the creepy experiences she's had while working there. Despite not having footage of these spooky encounters, Brenna doesn't think her sister was just making things up. She believes her, and she believes that
the ghost is AI. The ghost is AI.
whatever was caught on camera is something that will continue to remain a mystery. Whether it's staring at an empty space or growling at something that isn't there, they act in ways that are very peculiar. This is something that the owner has tried to ignore or pass off as something normal, but after encountering the following incident, they now believe that something else is going on. In the following video, the owner is alone at home when this is captured.
Here. Happens all the time.
Bro, are we not gonna talk about how this guy has 0 neighbors? That's crazy, bro. 0 neighbors, bro. It's just woods.
Now this wouldn't be the first time something like this has happened. It was just then that he was able to capture what both he and his wife had been experiencing. These knockings don't seem to have a common source, as they happen randomly throughout the house. On one occasion, the man's wife is alone at home when suddenly she captures this.
Okay. It just happened again and the dogs are freaked out. Get it. David, come over here. Get it. You be right there. Something opens that door, you need to get him. Oh my god, I don't know if it's gonna happen again. It just happened again.
Okay, I gotta admit something, right? Animals do see spirits. That's 100%. I'm 100% sure about that. 100% ghosts do. Animals do see spirits. So I don't know. The dogs are growling and there's nobody there. So this might be one of those instances where it's not all fake.
Move, 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 move. There's nobody there. The dog stopped barking now. Davey's freaking out by the door though.
Just like before, the source of these knocks is nowhere to be found. It isn't surprising to the couple that they can't see who or what is knocking. They believe that it's something supernatural. Given the strange behavior exhibited by their dogs, as well as other odd experiences they've had, it only makes sense to them that something unexplainable is happening. But like all videos, this incident remains elusive. Just what exactly did the couple get on camera?
Guys, double tap that screen, hit like, please subscribe, help a brother out.
Now this next segment features two videos, both of which have something in common. In the first clip, which comes from Casey Lee, something happens that to this day gives her goosebumps whenever she thinks about it. On this particular night, Casey was having a few drinks at her house. Feeling a bit tipsy, she begins to talk out loud. She speaks as if Chris, her deceased husband, was still around. Despite being gone, she talks to him as though he were there. What happens next chills her to the core. Watch.
Chris, please watch over Boston. Good job. Daddy's got you, okay? I'll make sure you're okay. I think he'll make sure I'm okay too. That. Really? Oh my God, I couldn't have timed that any better. I hope those cameras pick that up.
Girl, you're going crazy, bro.
That's insane.
Double tap that screen.
The light flickers as if letting her know that he's listening. Aside from flickering at the right time, it flickers not once, but twice, which viewers believe is a sign that it wasn't a problem with the electricity. Even before this, the dogs appear to sense someone familiar. Understandably, this footage never fails to bring Casey to tears. But as if this wasn't already sentimental enough, the following video captures this. Josie Sanchez is alone at home when something happens that prompts her to take out her phone.
Do it again, Dad. Do it again, Dad. Do it again. Flick the light. flick the light, Dad.
Yeah, flick the light. Flick the light, Jim.
Oh my God.
Just like the video prior, Josie believes that this was a sign. Her dad, according to her, was reaching out by flickering the light. As with Casey's footage, many viewers feel that something supernatural had happened. But as always, I'll let you come up with your own judgment. Just what exactly was caught on camera?
I feel like this is.
Neither friend had realized what was caught until much later, and the one recording this didn't hear anything while taking the video. The only voice heard was her friend's, who was somewhere far off in the jungle gym. The other voice was completely missed, but not by the camera's mic, as apparently a child's voice is captured.
Yours is brighter, mine's all dark.
It isn't clear as to what's being said or whispered, but it sounds like the babbling noise you'd hear from a young child. For this reason, viewers think that this might have been the ghost of a child who hasn't left the playground. If that's the case, then who knows what else happens at night when no one else is around? While it isn't exactly certain what was caught, both friends were creeped out by this clip. But unfortunately, like most videos, this one remains a mystery. Inside an airplane is an employee who's recording a video showing what he does in a typical workday. As part of a cleaning crew, his main job is to clean planes that have just landed. This is something that he often does at night, especially with planes that are big enough to hold the most trash. But one night, he decides to do something different. Rather than leaving the plane that he just cleaned, he stays behind. Usually, a cabin cleaner moves on to clean the next aircraft, but seeing that his work was done and that no passengers would board the plane for a while, he stays. Purely for the fun of it, he does this. But this experience was anything but fun, because as he hides in the back of the plane, this happens.
Now I know I'm not dumb enough to lift those shades up because I got my flash on in here. They gonna catch my ass if they see. Yes. I ain't gonna lie to y'all though, it's mad cold in here. And it's dark. I mean, I know it doesn't look that dark on the camera, but it's dark. Let's go! Let's go! Right, sitting on the back of the plane. And y'all probably think I'm insane. Probably think I'm doing this for fame. Probably think I'm doing this for fame.
Caught off guard, he walks over to see if anyone's there, but to his shock, the space is completely empty. Somehow, the seatbelt flings out towards the aisle in a sudden motion, without there being someone on the seat. It seemingly throws itself, as if unbuckled by a passenger who's eager to get off the plane. Whatever it was that just happened scared the living daylights out of him, so much so that he scurries back to his hiding spot in the back of the plane. Hours pass, and he gets off the plane after personnel finds him inside. All in all, this experience has left him so rattled that he continues to share updates talking about this incident and mentioning how he should have stayed out of this plane. It goes without saying, but this incident has spooked him beyond belief. On August 27th of 2024, a store manager watches footage of something that happened earlier while sounding pretty nervous. He immediately
It's the Home Depot ghost.
ran to his computer to pull up the video and save it, just in case no one believes him. Something happened as he was unpacking boxes, and he knows that he caught it on camera. In fact, many things happen in this footage, but it's what happens towards the end of the video that terrifies him greatly. Ever since then, he's been watching his back, hoping that it doesn't happen again. The following is the store manager's footage. Watch.
Single night. He's putting things away from the box. All right, now watch. I want you guys to focus on this area right here. Okay? Hold on, let me speed this up a bit.
They haven't got the first clue on how to use it.
All right, watch.
If you have the doctrine right and you stow it on a shelf in your closet and do not pull that doctrine out.
Boom, you see that?
Wow, the box falls down.
Let me get back here for you guys to give you a better view. Look at that.
So scared.
And I'm just like tripping, like, what? Okay, but pay attention to this area right here.
I can grant that they've
Watch.
the shop. They could teach justification correctly. But so what? It's not what I asked you.
Is that you? Look,
It's the target.
I'm here by myself. Nobody's here. It's just me. See that?
It's the target ghost.
Come out! I'm not afraid of you.
Yeah, you are. That's cat.
Is that you? That threw down the box earlier? Come on out! You don't scare me.
Gonna sound convincing.
Come on out, pussy.
Huh?
Always trying to mess with
make
me.
you shit your pants, boy.
Ooh! Oh, shit.
Ah, who's the punk now, boy? Who's the punk now? You ran like a little bitch. My man ran.
No.
My man did his best to say no.
Hell no. Hell. Let me see. Hold on. Where am I? I'm here. Where am I though? Look, there I am, right there. Look, you see that? You see that?
See what, my man?
Nah.
See what?
Nah.
See what, bro?
Nah.
Pulling your long hair, bro?
Hell no.
As if the store manager wasn't already spooked, this happens. Recorded by the camera pointing at the side entrance of the store is this: the manager's hair lifting on its own. Or better put, getting tugged by something unseen. It's the sudden yank on his hair that sends him running in a panic frenzy, making him think that someone was messing with him. But upon watching the security footage of this incident, he sees that no one was behind him.
The ghost wanted to hold. The ghost wanted him to hold his pocket, bro.
If no one was there, then whose forceful pull did he feel? While some viewers believe that this might have been the ghost he was calling out, others don't know what to think. To the manager, however, he knows exactly what this was and believes it's the same entity that's been messing with the store. But of course, I'll let you come up with your own conclusions. Was a ghost caught on camera? Or had something else happened to explain this incident? Let me know what you think down below. Something catches her attention, prompting her to film this moment. In the distance is a motel like any other motor lodge. It's a basic motel with not much activity going on, or at least it seems like that, because as Alicia looks closely, she sees this.
Bro, focus. That's it right.
Bro. Bro, that scream made me pop, bro. Oh shit. Oh my god. Oh my god, that her scream, man. Her scream made me laugh. Oh, my stomach hurts. Oh. Oh my god. That was the worst scream ever, bro. Oh man, I'm going to hell.
Bro. What the?
I'm going straight to hell.
Having no clue as to what she was seeing, Alicia couldn't help but gasp. It was obvious that her eyes weren't playing tricks on her after seeing it more than once. A dark silhouette continuously appears and disappears as if flickering out of existence. This shadow, or whatever this might have been, just flashes momentarily before the video ends. Understandably, Alicia sends this footage in the hopes of getting an answer to her question. Just what exactly was caught on camera? Whether ghost or not, a definitive answer has yet to be given. On the night of September 26th of 2022, a family is enjoying their evening inside their home when out of nowhere, they find themselves immersed in a very peculiar incident. At approximately 9 p.m., Renee Salcido and her family had stopped what they were doing after being alerted by a noise coming from the front door. They weren't expecting any visitors, so naturally, they were startled. But nevertheless, they were cautious from that moment on, and rightfully so, because apparently, the noise they heard was actually from a set of bells that were dangling on their doorknob. The fact that they went off meant that someone had grabbed the handle. Freaked out, Renee shows the exact moment they're heard on camera.
I heard the bell.
Did you move the bells at all, Olivia?
Huh?
Did you move the bells?
No. I heard the bells ring.
It's Uber Eats,
It's the
bro.
footage from outside that's left Renee and her family completely shook. The bells can be heard rattling against the door, but strangely, no one is seen grabbing the handle where the bells are placed. It's audible enough to know that something shook the bells, but the question is, what exactly shook them? Or better said, what had gripped the doorknob? Only after realizing why the bells went off does this video get creepier, as the family believes something had tried to get inside, and it seems that whatever it was really wanted to get in. But the bells, according to viewers, had successfully done their job. There's a reason why some people hang bells on their doorknob, and it's not because they add style, but rather help in warding off negative energy. They're known as witch bells, and Renee's family is glad to have bought them. But of course, whether or not this had anything to do with what occurred is up to you to decide. So then, had something come by to visit the family, or could something else explain what occurred?
Pizza Hut. Uber Eats got spooked them.
Now, the following video was suggested by Jose H., who writes that this video was captured by a man inside a building that was next to a fire. The man recording this had already called the fire department to put out the flames. So, as he waits, he records this video. But he wasn't just filming to get the fire on camera, but rather to record something else. At first, he didn't notice it, but after taking a closer look, he sees it. This is what he saw.
Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
The figure of a person is seen standing at the window. They stand completely still while seemingly facing the outside, as if watching the man recording this. Despite there being a fire in this building, the person remains unfazed, assuming that it's a person though. Given the context of this footage, it seems likely to viewers that this was something else. Whether ghost or not, its lack of movement until the very end is unsettling enough. So then, the question is begged. Just who or what was inside this building? You don't have to listen closely to hear that a voice was caught on camera. It appears that the boy had heard it too, but unlike him, one can immediately tell that something isn't right with this voice. According to the mother, it sounds anything but human. Although it's yet to be known what this was, there's no denying that the voice is unsettling, and it's even more so when listening closely to what it's saying. It isn't clear, but it kinda sounds like it's saying, "Let me in." If that's so, then the bedroom door opening on its own becomes a whole lot creepier. Like most videos, not much info is given on this one, but with or without it, the video by itself suffices. What was captured is terrifying on its own. In this last video, a man living in a small cottage suddenly starts recording after hearing noises coming from his attic. He's been gathering
Guys, this is going to be the last video. Please, if you haven't hit like yet, please, I see there's like 8 of us, 9 of us. Please hit like. It'll help me out a lot, man.
Evidence of these odd sounds that are often heard at night. From noises like thumps and creaks, he's been hearing all sorts of things, all of which emanate from his attic. Initially, he thought the noises were just part of the house, given that it's old. But one night, as he checks the space like he always does, this happens. Out of nowhere, a piece of furniture flips on its own, scaring the living daylights out of him. Understandably, the man drops everything, including his phone, and runs for it. Clearly, he was freaked out by whatever just happened. To this day, he stays at a friend's, where both he and his friend continue talking about this incident. They both agree that something haunts the attic, if not the whole house. But thankfully, it was all caught on camera. So then, just what exactly had been inside the attic? Let me know your thoughts on this one.
Well, people, that is the end of the clips. I just want to thank you all for stopping by, hanging out with me for a little while. I will be back at 10 p.m. Eastern Time to hang out, talk a little bit. For now, I want you to stay positive, stay strong, hang in there, stay hydrated. Remember, you matter. This is VHS 201.